Look to Pro Rehab. They have 6 locations, 2 in Price, 1 in Vernal, East Carbon, Green River, and Castle Dale. Pro Rehab is a locally owned and ran company. Call Pro Rehab at 435-381-5100 and begin your road to healing. At Pro Rehab, you'll find a well-rounded staff and physical therapists that specialize in general orthopedic, physical therapy, and treat full service. You could say Pro Rehab is first in therapy and first in fitness. Call them today at 435-381-5100. Pro Rehab is a proud sponsor of Emery High and USU Eastern Athletics.
BK Stop and Shop in Huntington wants to wish the Emery Spartans and USU Eastern Eagles good luck in tournament play. Did you get your specialty pizza from BK's before the game started? If not, they'll see you at halftime. Call ahead and BK's can get it ready for you. BK Stop and Shop, 687-9393.
Amber Sparks with C&E Custom Tees would like to wish the Emery Spartans girls and boys basketball teams and the USU Eagles women's and men's basketball teams good luck at their tournaments. For t-shirts for anything from family reunions to an event or a sports team to business shirts, call Amber at C&E Custom Tees, 820-1292.
Carbon Medical in East Carbon and Helper wants to wish the USU Eastern Eagles and the Emery Spartans good luck in tournament play. Make Carbon Medical part of your primary health care team. Good teamwork with your doctor can help prevent major health issues. Call 888-4411 or 472-7000 for an appointment today.
Allstate agent Don Manzanares from Don's Hometown Insurance would like to wish Emery Spartan girls and boys basketball teams and the USU Eastern Eagles women and men's basketball teams good luck at their tournaments. For a free auto, home, or life insurance quote, call 637-3344 today.
Good luck to the USU Eastern and Emery High School basketball teams in tournament play from Gilley's Inn and Convenience Store in Farron. Have you tried the barbecue chicken pizza from Gilley's Inn and Convenience Store? What about the chicken Alfredo pizza? All the pizza at Gilley's is handmade fresh daily. Stop in and get one today.
You may not need an attorney right now, but when you do, remember Oliver and Siderud Attorneys at Law. They have the experience in criminal law, divorces, wills, and estates to make the difference you need. Call Oliver and Siderud at 637-6060. Oliver and Siderud are proud sponsors of this tournament action.
You're listening to Emery Spartans basketball on KOAL AM 750 and 103.9 FM.
Time now for the final contest of the 2014 season here on AM 750 and 103.9 FM. Final starting lineups of the year will begin with the Parowan Rams, who knocked off the Gunnison Bulldogs to get to this particular spot. We'll see number 1, Jacob Smith, along with number 3, Jake Topham. Colton Barton, who wears number 10, Caleb Murphy, number 22, and Justin Walker, number 33. That's the starting lineup for the Parowan Rams.
Caleb Murphy's just a legitimate stud.
They got a lot of athletes on this team. Yeah. This is a very good basketball squad. They were knocked out by South Sevier, a team that we know fairly well, earlier on in the tournament. Starting lineup for the Emery Spartans, out of the backcourt, the senior point guard, Bailey Famalo. He'll be joined by the junior, number 11, Dylan Wilstead. The senior, McLean Allred at the 3. Senior Drexler Tanner wearing number 12 at the 4. And in the middle, the senior, Gavin McDermott, wearing number 22. And Scott, boy, this has been such a fun group to follow all year long. It really has.
Yeah. They got the modified haka going on.
Yeah.
Malo's taking advantage of that.
Well, definitely going to miss this unit, no doubt. Followed them all year long, all around the state. It's been a blast, and now it'll end here at the Sevier Valley Center. Final tip-off of the contest. Gavin McDermott will handle it. The Emery Spartans, the designated home team, they're wearing their white jerseys. And Caleb Murphy will tip this off with McDermott, the 222s, going head-to-head. Emery moving left to right. And here comes the tip. It is controlled by Parowan out of the backcourt. Smith will grab it and walk it up.
It's one of the few tips that McDermott hasn't gotten, no matter how big.
Right. And Murphy is definitely a big boy. Goes down low right at the rim, swatted by the rim. And so Emery has the chance to draw first blood. Famalo outlets it up to Allred, who finishes at the rim for 2.
I didn't think he was going to have enough room to finish that. Nice job right there by Allred.
Senior to senior, the assist for Famalo, and it's 2-0. Emery up on Parowan early. Jacob Smith holding top of the key, goes to Topham. Topham back over to Smith. 2-man game on the perimeter, trying to get it to Murphy inside. Nothing there. Now it's Barton.
Barton can really shoot it.
Holding it on the wing, finally goes down low to Murphy. Wants to go in the air, nothing there. Has to kick it outside. 3 ball off the mark by Smith. Spartans get it, push it in transition. Dylan Wilstead, easy 2 points the opposite side. And with a minute gone by, it's 4-0 Emery.
That rebound came right off of Tanner's head, right into the hands of Famalo.
And a turnover for Parowan on the opposite side. Topham wanted to go baseline. There was nothing there. He was sealed off.
Topham, a real athletic kid, and what I've seen, doesn't shoot the ball real well, not real high basketball IQ, but strong and quick.
Wilstead gets inside, goes to the hoop, shot up and in. Wilstead, tough look in the paint. He's got 4 points, and it's 6-0 Emery with 6:39 left to play here in the first quarter. Down low, ball handled by Justice Walker.
Walker's not very tall, but he's a high flyer as well.
They call Allred with the foul. First personal, first team. 6 minutes to play here, or 6:34 left to play here in the opening quarter. 6-0 Emery. Down low, tough shot. And Walker goes up, fouled, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2. You know, Parowan playing Emery for 5th place. It's a true testament to the parity we've talked about all weekend. Two very good basketball teams.
Right. Yeah, there's no shame in this, and there's been some upsets on the boys' side as well as the girls.
You know, you call them upsets by seeds, but I think if you look at it on paper, it's fairly it's even, right?
I think so. I think South Severe over this team. Wouldn't that be considered an upset?
Probably. South Severe overachieved, I think, greatly this season. As Walker knocks down a pair of foul shots.
They know how to play tournament ball.
They're steady, even kill. I mean, they're in every ball game. 6-2. Emery up by 4. Famalo goes far side to Allred. Allred gives it back off to Bailey, being guarded by Topham. Bailey goes inside to Tanner, who puts it in for 2 over the top of Murphy. Split the defenders with Borton as well, and Parowan's going to take a timeout. 8-2. Emery's offense looks fantastic. 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here. 6:14 left in the first.
Famalo's a shredder, man. Great passing. Nice job by Tanner as he.
Hi, I'm Mikat Hodges, your customer service representative, and I am your local advantage.
Mike Barker, plant maintenance and repair.
I'm Micah Iverson, Director of Broadcast Operations for ETV Channel 10.
We are your local advantage.
We are your local advantage.
We are your local advantage.
Emery Telecom, your neighbors serving you by providing convenient local customer service centers where you need them in Price, Orangeville, and Moab. Emery Telecom, your local advantage.
You know, but Bailey likes to dish that ball.
6:09 left in the opening quarter. Parowan out of the timeout, working the ball around the perimeter. Holding at the top of the key, it's Topham. Topham goes to Smith. They feed it in down low. Reach-in foul called as Justice Walker tried to take it in. This one may go against Allred again. Now they're going to whistle it on Gavin. Or was it Bailey?
I saw 2, but I didn't see if it was 2-2 or...
And they call it on Bailey. His first personal foul. Spin move for Murphy on the baseline. Knocks down the fadeaway jumper. Makes it 8-4.
Murphy's the real deal.
Wilstead drives. Kicks it to McDermott. May have gotten away with the travel. Puts a floater up in the paint. No good on the rebound to Murphy. Murphy pushes it up now to Borton. Cole Borton brings it in the perimeter. Gets it outside to Smith. Smith back to Borton.
They like to run most things through Murphy.
They go back to Borton. Feeds that ball into Walker, who kicks it out. Now they try to go to Murphy down low. He receives the entry pass. Foul and 1 over the top of Tanner. And I like this matchup because you got 2 boys that are really put together. They spent some time in the weight room. You can definitely tell. That one, Murphy got the better end of Drexler strength-wise and finished at the rim. Now he has a chance for the N1.
You know, Parowan's a true inside-out team.
Murphy connects on the N1. It's 8-7. So a 5-0 run for the Rams to get back into this ball game. Bailey walks it up. Crosses over at the top of the key. Kicks it to the corner. Allred, 3-ball. And McLean buries it. Makes it 11-7. And with 5 minutes to play in the contest, or in the first quarter of this contest, Spartans have extended that advantage to 4 points.
McLean doesn't just make them; they're beautiful. You know, I mean, just
most beautiful sound in the world.
Yeah.
It really is when that ball hits nothing but net. 3-ball on the way for Barton. He knocks it down. Colton Barton, right back at you, makes it 11-10. An offensive clinic for both teams here. Not even midway through this opening quarter. Wilstead with the ball. Wilstead Penetrates inside, nothing there. Gives it to Tanner. Tanner outside the perimeter line. Feeds it off to Famalo with the 5-second line. Bailey floats it up to McDermott on the baseline. Gavin draws the foul on Murphy. He'll go to the line to shoot 2.
This Murphy kid, I mean, what is he, 6'4", 6'5"?
6'5", is what they have him listed as.
It almost looks like he's still got a growth spurt in him or something.
Yeah.
You know, he's this big, lumbering body.
Front end for Gavin McDermott is up and good.
Nice soft touch.
I think we've seen a lot of kids over the weekend that will continue their basketball career past high school, Scott. If it's the JUCO level, the D2 level, whatever it is, I think even D1. We've seen a few D1 players, I think, at this level as well.
Nice battle right there from Tanner on the board. Just couldn't come up with it.
It's 12-10, 1 of 2 at the foul line for McDermott on the opposite side. And the Rams will inbound. Smith looking. Uses a bounce pass, gets it into Borton. Borton, 3-ball on the way, no good. Murphy fights for the rebound, comes down with it. Now he goes on the baseline. Tanner does a great job of help defense from the weak side. Borton will reset here for the Rams. Wanted to go far side to Smith, and Famalo knocked it out of bounds. Swarming defense for both teams who have played really hard out of the gate.
Yes, especially for this time of morning and in this position. It's fun to watch the battle down low with these guys leaning and pushing on each other.
Yeah, you got Tanner and McDermott both trying to seal off Murphy. And look at the double team denying the entry pass. With the ball from 15 feet away, that's Walker, turns it over. Wilstead able to recover. He loses it, gains it back. 3:48 left here in the first quarter.
Nice hands by Gavin. He touched it twice, and then Dylan said, hey, I'm faster than you. I'll go get it.
12-10 for Emery. Famalo drives, puts it in for 2. Bailey Famalo extends the lead to make it 14-10.
Murphy didn't want to pick up another foul. I think you want to make the big fella run the floor.
Yeah, why not? Trying to post up. Now he's about 15 feet away from the hoop. Comes out for the high pick. You have Smith who drives, kicks it out to Barton. Corner 3, no good. Barton's been active. Not gun shy out of the early going, just has not found the rhythm. Spartans go up to Allred. Allred to Famalo. Bailey holding. And directing, gets it to McDermott. McDermott 15 feet away. Tough shot, no good. Tanner punched the ball loose, but grabbing the ball, it was Topham who tried to go coast to coast. He's swatted by Wilstead down low. Dylan's, his transition D's been great all weekend.
Yeah, it has. And he doesn't just foul someone. I mean, he contests. You know, he gets up and contests without fouling.
He takes away the and one possibility at the rim, and that's what's huge. Comes a 10-footer off the mark by Smith. The rebound up and in for Murphy. Caleb Murphy having a great game so far. 14-12, Emery by 2 with 2:35 left here in the opening quarter. Famalo on the left side. Got to feed it back to Wilstead. Pass was intercepted by Smith. Smith to Borton, who's ahead of the pack at the rim. Shot no good. Wilstead may have gotten away with a goaltend as he slapped that backboard. May have altered the shot just a bit.
That's a good job right there, both Wilstead and Famalo pushing back, or hurrying back, because Wilstead changed the shot and Famalo was there and picked up the foul on, I guess, on Barton. Or was it on Smith?
Smith. They call it on Smith, so the ball goes back over to Emery. 14-12. Emery up by 2. 2:14 left in the first quarter. Tanner gets it out to Wilstead. Wilstead being guarded by Smith. Just decides to go to Allred, top of the key. Quick swing left side now to Famalo. Bailey down low. McDermott, tough look, no good. Falling down, trying to grab the rebound was Smith. Barton comes up with it and lofts one up. Looked almost like a shot to Justice Walker, who gives it right back to Barton. Barton tries a cross-court pass. It was tipped by Famalo, and then a reach-in called against McLean at the top of the key. Reach-in foul against Walker.
It's interesting. Walker's an inch or two shorter than Gavin, but yeah, he really gets up.
Some impressive athletes on this Parowan team. Bo Roundy will check into the game. Drexler Tanner will go to the bench.
$14-12. Just give me. He has a feeling of being close all the way, doesn't it?
Oh yeah. Minute 38 left in the opening quarter.
Toppin's not going to shoot that shot. If he does, rebound it.
And Toppin about 17 feet away, uses a bounce pass to Murphy inside. Murphy goes right at Bo Roundy. Puts it in for 2. Famalo, baseball pass down to Wilstead, a little bit off the mark. Ball goes out of bounds. That one may have went off of the head of Smith. I couldn't quite tell.
He does have the hair sticking straight up. Little Smith and Barton. Short hair, kind of crew cut.
I think it touched him. I really do.
I know he ducked his head, so I couldn't. It was hard to tell.
14-14. Has the ball stolen from him by Famalo. Bailey drives in. A lot of contact at the rim. No foul called. And the loose ball ran down by Topham.
That's coaching right there. Or that's scouting, because Bailey, most people will just go right to the right. Yep. Bailey likes to cross back over, and he's held his ground.
Turnover for the Rams on the opposite side. No-look pass attempted at the top of the key by Borton, and it sailed out of bounds. 51 seconds left in the first quarter, tied at 14. Down low, Roundy, quick spin move. Hook shot over the top of Murphy. This is going to be huge for Bo Roundy in the future. I mean, we've seen Rydalch, we've seen Murphy, we've seen Martinez and Herrera both yesterday. Bo, as a sophomore, is getting some prime minutes against some top-notch competition, and that time Murphy used the spin move and the little fadeaway to launch it right over Bo, tied at 16 once again. But to see some top-notch talent like this as a sophomore in a state tournament setting is going to be huge for Bo moving forward.
Really good post players that are big.
Bo down low, another hook shot. Soft touch, doesn't get the roll. And it's a miss. Borton with a rebound. Tried to feed it up top to Topham. Topham drives. He's swatted by Roundy. Transition defense trailing. And Bo proven to be a force once again. 3 seconds. Wilstead lost the ball. Gets it to Allred. Buzzer beater 3. No good. Boy, Dillon did a great job of saving that ball out of bounds and tipping it to Allred to get a good look. But we reached the end of the opening quarter. It's 16-16. We got a dandy here in the final contest of the season at the Sevier Valley Center. We'll take a break.
That son of yours, the daredevil, he's always on that motorcycle like some kind of juvenile delinquent. When is he gonna grow up? He says, I know, Ma, it's too much fun. Well, I have been on that motorcycle. It is not fun.
Some people want more out of life, and we insure the things that make more possible. Safeco Insurance.
Trying to play video games with slow internet? It's like game over, man. But now there's extreme internet from Emery Telecom. With consistent 20 and 40 meg download speeds, Extreme delivers the gaming edge that blows the competition away. No matter how many devices you have online, Extreme is reliable, secure, and backed by local customer service and tech support. When fast isn't fast enough, go Extreme. Call or click emerytelcom.com today.
Go Spartans.
Membership and eligibility apply. Loans on approved credit. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Emery Spartans basketball on KOAL AM 750 and 103.9 FM.
Second quarter underway here at the Sevier Valley Center. It's 16 all. Final contest of the season. And holding its top of. Neither team has really dived into the bench. Only one sub in this ball game. 3 ball up and in, and that's by a freshly checked in man, Tristan Adams. He knocks down a 3. So both teams have made one sub up to this point. Right now it's Topham. So you have Smith in the ball game, top of the key for the Rams, going up against Famalo and Wilstead. Dillon answers back with a 3 of his own to tie it up.
There's a lot of tit for tat here.
Well, there has.
You see Bo, and then you come down to Murphy, and then you got Adams and Wilstead. I mean, it's a similar play.
Topham 15 feet away. Goes to Smith outside. Finds Adams in the corner. They get it to try to go inside, and it was poked away. Sportons with the ball now, running the opposite direction. Wilstead at the rim, can't quite finish. Ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Roundy. May have gotten away with an over-the-back call there. They'll save Bo a foul. So we have Murphy and Roundy down low. That's an interesting matchup. I love the wings right now with Wilstead and Famalo matching up against both Smith and Adams. And then at the 3, we have McLean going up against Topham. I like the matchups we have out there right now.
And they've gone to that diamond again where they're going to front Murphy everywhere.
McLean has done a stellar job of doing man-to-man, denying entry pass all weekend long. Wilstead comes up with a steal, ripped it away from Adams, and then lost it out of bounds.
Just couldn't see it there for a minute. Faimalo didn't know it was out.
.6:40 left here in the opening half. Smith goes far side over to Topham. Back to Smith, into the corner to Adams. And Adams, no, they're going to call Murphy with a push foul on Bo Roundy down low. Murphy's trying to use that big frame to push Bo off of the low block, and he got whistled for it that time. I think it was a good call.
I didn't. I missed the play. I was looking at the outside.
Trying to push him out of that low block and just got whistled for it. Faimalo brings it up, and now we have another foul. This one goes against Jacob Smith. Stops the clock with 6:22 left here to play in the opening half. Still 19-0. Faimalo to inbound on the baseline. Bailey lofts it up for Roundy. Goes over the top of Murphy. Comes down with it. One-hand shot falls. 21-19. Facing the basket. Bailey and Bo have found that connection over the weekend.
Nice soft. Puts it up soft.
Yep.
The ones he's missed have just rolled off.
Smith with the ball. Entry pass down low. A lot of contact. McDermott and Roundy both go up on the top of Walker that time, and I think they may have gotten away with one. A lot of contact.
There was a lot of ball from McDermott, but it was a slap.
Right.
I mean, you rarely get away with that.
21-19, Emery by 2, 6:03 left here in the first half. Smith gets it in. 3 ball for Adams. Top of the key, no good. Long rebound grab by Smith. Gets it to Topham on the elbow. Topham back to Smith. Smith brings it around. Straight away, being face guarded right now by Wilstead. Dillon falls off, and the Spartans will go back to the, I guess we can call it a box and one, can't we?
Yeah, I mean, they call it diamond because they go 3 low.
Yeah.
And they just do 1 on top, but that's what it is. I mean, Bailey.
Bailey or Bo? Who are you going to call this one on?
I mean, Bailey. He didn't need it. I mean, Bo's right in great position. Just go straight up. You know, there's no need for it.
Justice Walker tried to drive baseline. Bo was straight up waiting for him. Bailey tried to poke it out from behind. Bailey had some words for the official, and I think the official warned him.
I think he gave him the business. Somebody they know well is King. I don't know his first name. But
now the official telling Coach Jess Bailey's been warned. 21-20, Emery with the lead. Second shot is up and in.
Got a little breeze in here. Cool, play things off a little bit. Blowing George's papers around.
21-all, 5.5 minutes left here in the first half. Wilstead, right wing 3, fouled as he goes up for it. Cardinal sin committed by Caleb Smith there. Or Jacob Smith. You never foul a jump shooter, especially if his name's Dylan Wilstead.
Yeah.
Because, that 4-point possibility definitely pops up. Colton Barton is set to check back in for the Rams. Ridge Nilsson will check in for the Spartans. First shot for Wilstead is up, and it's no good. Missed it short off the front iron.
That just surprises me. I mean, his foul shooting's...
If there's been one aspect, that has been down for Dylan this year, it has been the foul shooting. Allred comes out. Ridge will go to the bench.
Allred's frustrated lots of people this weekend in that diamond one,
he has.
that box and one.
Second shot for Wilstead is off of the back iron, knocks down one of the 3, and the rebound was hauled in by Brennan Rowley, who was checked in for the Rams as well during the dead ball. Rowley puts up a 13-footer. It's off of the mark. Faimalo goes high for the rebound, gives it off to Wilstead. Dillon's off to the races. Stops on the left side elbow. Feeds it to McDermott. Runner in the paint. No good. Rebound by Roundy. Slapped down low. This one may go against Walker. Now they call this one instead against Tristan Adams. 16 fouls for the Parowan Rams, so we have shots coming the rest of the way here in the first half. McDermott will come out of the game. Drexler Tanner checks in. Roundy lofts the inbounds pass into Faimalo, who wants to go right back down to Roundy. Poked away by Murphy. Bo comes up with the steal, and then he's called for the reach-in foul.
He had the ball early.
He did.
He had the ball. I mean, he got the ball the first time.
How much taller is Bo going to get?
I don't know. He's grown a lot. He's still growing this year. He's got some tall brothers, got tall sisters, so.
Foul shots coming at the line for Adams.
To get some muscles.
Adams misses the front end of the 1-and-1. That time Walker jumped in, knocked it out of bounds. Last touch by the Rams. Ball back over to Emery. They hold a 22-21 lead with 5 minutes left to play here in the opening half.
At what point do you rotate who you box out? Because, you know, Walker's not a great matchup for Bo. Quick, you know, off that box.
Ridge brings the ball up, gives it to Famalo, who's been moved to the 3. Now Bailey holding, doing his ball handling abilities at the top of the key. Bailey gets a call from the official, 1-and-1 situation.
Topham's tough. I mean, Bailey's played some. He's played some really athletic guards all weekend. On the third game in 3 days.
First shot for Famalo, no good on the 1-and-1. And a lane violation against Roundy.
Drexler was out quick, too. I think you do that, though. I mean, you see what they're going to call.
Sure. Yeah, it's like 3 seconds. You can kind of fill that out in the opening quarter.
Yeah.
Ball at the top of the key. Brennan Rowley knocked hard from behind. Borton able to recover. Gives it off to Topham, far side. Topham to Smith. Want to work it in down low to Walker. Get no Murphy in the contest right now with Rowley out there. Borton thought about taking the 3. Passes up on it. Gets it over to Tristan Adams. Now down low. Tough shot by Rowley, but it falls, and Parowan holds a 23-22 lead.
I'll tell you, I don't know who coaches these post players at Parowan, but they do a nice job.
It's a fun bunch to watch. It's been a very enjoyable game. 4 minutes left here in the first half. Tanner to Nilsson in the corner. Nilsson to Bailey. Bailey goes top of the key now to Wilstead. Wilstead with a crossover dribble. Gets into the paint. Splits the defenders. Finger roll at the rim. Good. Boy, that finger roll of Dylan Wilstead's is so pretty to watch.
Oh, the one he missed earlier is one of the few I've seen missed.
Yeah. He's got hang time. He can float. Makes it very difficult to defend. Yeah. 3:37 left in the first half. Borton want to go down low. Topham, tough shot over the top of Roundy. It's no good. Fighting for the rebound. On the baseline stepped Rowley, so the ball goes back over to the Emery Spartans. They hold that 1 point lead. Bo Roundy comes out. Gavin McDermott checks back in. How long do you roll with Murphy on the bench if you're Parowan?
I think as long as the game's close, they might finish this half. That gives them 3 next half. I mean, he's their guy.
Ridge handling the ball, kills his dribble on the left side elbow, gives it up to Famalo, goes top of the key now to Wilstead. Wilstead being face guarded closely by Adams. Drives in and a travel called against Dillon. Could have been a travel, could have been a charge, could have been a block. I mean, what do you want to call that?
That wasn't going good.
No.
They had dropped down. They had the spin move. You need a better angle. You need to drop down lower to get a little better angle on that.
Say you can expect a charge, Scott. We had 5 charges against us in the first contest on Thursday. I haven't seen 1 charge since. We had a lot of them. They worked against us.
Yeah.
Parowan with the basketball. Cross-court pass from Topham was intercepted. And then a turnover. Rowley stops and pops from 14. Gets shooter's touch off of the back iron. And now it's 25-24. Parowan with the lead. Famalo to McDermott. Gavin, spin move, hook shot, air ball, picked up by Tanner. Drexler can't finish at the rim. And so now the Rams are looking to extend this 1 point advantage with 2:24 left here in the first half. Holding the ball in the corner, it's Topham. Borton feeds it inside. Tough look, no good. Rowley missed. Putback is no good. Rebound by Famalo. Lofts it up to McDermott. Gavin drives, stripped, but a block foul. This one goes against Justice Walker, and Gavin goes to the foul line. Missed opportunities on both ends.
That's a tough call if you're Walker. I mean, he was in pretty good position. He pulled the ball through, had contact.
You know, two-way officials are at a big disadvantage, only having 2 bodies out there on the court to see every angle, because the game is just as quick at the 2A level as it is at the 3A or 4A level, Scott. It really is.
Yeah.
We have athletes at every level here in the state of Utah. As McDermott misses the front end.
Do you see more farm boys in the crowd in the 2A level? Yeah, I think that's interesting. As walking up the stairs here, there's lots of farm guys, you know.
Small towns.
Yeah, which that's what America's been built on. That's a compliment.
Absolutely.
I just found it interesting thinking about that. You know, fewer bankers, more farmers.
It's one of the one of the great things about two-way basketball. You get a lot of small towns that represent their counties very well. Here's a shot off of the putback, up and in by Justice Walker.
Gavin's like, who's that?
Man, 27-25. Parowan by 2. Famalo goes baseline, finishes with ease at the rim. Boy, he got the inside track that time on Barton and just finished with ease. Bailey, so crafty around the hoop as well. Roundy will check back in at the next dead ball for Emery. Barton, 17 feet away, gets it into the corner. Adams uses a bounce pass down low. Walker stripped and a foul called against Emery.
Walker brought it back through. I wondered if Tanner got clean on that ball.
It's always a dangerous play when you're in the post and you're playing an athletic team like Emery to bring that ball back down and reset once you're in the post. It needs to normally be a one motion bam type deal. First shot up and in.
The only chance you have, the ball fake's a little bit different because it's still up high.
Yeah. Tanner goes to the bench, Roundy in. Second shot for Walker is up. It's good. 29-27. Got a minute 13 left here in the opening half. Ridge Nilsson with the basketball. Ridge standing near midcourt. And guarded closely by Barton. Ridge drives, there's nothing there. Stuck with the basketball, feeds it off to Famalo in the corner. Bailey, now to Ridge. Ridge goes up top, missed, loose ball. Ran down by Dillon, but he stepped on the baseline, out of bounds, back over to Parowan. .54 ticks left here in the first half.
Did you hear Coach say, hey, you got 4 guys, there's no spacing, there's nothing there, pull it back out and get some. They're going to go the whole, they're going to sit down Murphy for the whole half now.
And he got a good break. 38 seconds left here in the first half. It's 29-27. Barton thought about taking a long three. If you have the ability to knock down a 25-footer, if the defense gives it to you, it's awful tempting. It really is.
When you're going for one.
Yeah.
And you're up 2.
15 seconds. Parowan holding for the final shot. Barton's going to go to work now on the left side. Well, he directs some more traffic. 8 seconds. 7 seconds. Barton needs to go. 5 seconds. Feeds it in down low. Rowley, hook shot over Roundy is good. Famalo is going to loft the full court shot up. Didn't get it off in time, and that takes us to the midway point. Parowan responds after Emery kind of showed off their talent in the first quarter, Scott. Parowan managed to take a 4-point lead with their stud Murphy on the bench.
Yeah, nice run right there for the Rams.
It's 31-27 at the Price Auto Group halftime.
Emery Telecom gives you a universe of TV shows. And now, TiVo brings you even more. Movies, music, and videos from the web. Get it all in one place and take it anywhere life takes you. Any show, any screen, anywhere. Introducing the TiVo Experience from Emery Telecom. Give us a call, visit emerytelecom.com, or stop by one of our locations to learn more about the TiVo DVR.
With First Choice is they back all their work with a lifetime warranty. First Choice Auto Body and Paint is part of the Price Auto Group.
When only the best will do. Price Auto Group.
Whether you need to order parts, have routine maintenance done, or a complete overhaul, Rush Truck Center can handle it. They provide service for semis, RVs, heavy equipment, pickup trucks, and farm equipment. A 24/7 wrecker, mobile service, and expert technicians mean less downtime and more time using your rig. Rush Truck Center, off Highway 6 in Helper. Call 472-0205 to see what the experts at Rush Truck Center can do for you. After hours, call 650-9929. Rush Truck Center, off Highway 6 in Helper.
Hey, did you know the average college graduate will make over $1 million more in their lifetime over non-college graduates? Hi, this is Dr. Alex Herzog, Associate Vice Chancellor at USU Eastern, your hometown university. Benjamin Franklin once said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. There is never a better time to start and finish your education than now. With the lowest tuition rates in the state of Utah, the best scholarship opportunities, and world-class faculty, USU Eastern is the best place for you to fulfill your dream of getting the education that will change your life. Stop by the campus or call us at 888-202 202-8783. USU Eastern, the power to change for good.
When you need physical therapy after an injury or surgery, look to Pro Rehab. They have 6 locations, 2 in Price, 1 in Vernal, East Carbon, Green River, and Castle Dale. Pro Rehab is a locally owned and ran company. Call Pro Rehab at 435-381-5100 and begin your road to healing. At Pro Rehab, you'll find a well-rounded staff and physical therapists that specialize in general orthopedic, physical therapy, and treat full service. You could say Pro Rehab is first in therapy and first in fitness. Call them today at 435-381-5100. Pro Rehab is a proud sponsor of Emery High and USU Eastern Athletics.
I talked to some patients from Castle Valley Orthodontics with Dr. B. So what's your name?
Caden Steele.
What do you like the most about Castle Valley Orthodontics?
He lets us pick our rubber band color.
What's your favorite color to get?
Carbon blue.
How do you like the staff?
I like them because they're really nice and friendly, and I know a lot of them.
So if someone was worried about getting braces, what would you tell them about getting braces from Dr. B?
Don't need to be worried because he's really nice.
Don't listen to me. Take it from Caden, someone who knows firsthand about all the great things going on at Castle Valley Orthodontics. To schedule your appointment, call 637-2222.
AJ's Collision Center has a good reputation with the locals. It's only gotten better over the years, 30 years to be exact. That's because AJ's is always striven to use the latest technology, equipment, and products, along with a carefully trained staff to give their customer service beyond their expectations. And when seamless repair work's been done, you can be sure it was done at AJ's. So schedule your repair for new or old damage. You'll be glad you did.
Service beyond your expectations. AJ's.
Hey, did you know the average college graduate will make over $1 million more in their lifetime over non-college graduates? Hi, this is Dr. Alex Herzog, Associate Vice Chancellor at USU Eastern, your hometown university. Benjamin Franklin once said, an investment in knowledge pays the best interest. There is never a better time to start and finish your education than now. With the lowest tuition rates in the state of Utah, the best scholarship opportunities, and world-class faculty, USU Eastern is the best place for you to fulfill your dream of getting the education that will change your life. Stop by the campus or call us at 888-202-8783. USU Eastern, the power to change for good.
When you need physical therapy after an injury or surgery, look to Pro Rehab. They have 6 locations, 2 in Price, 1 in Vernal, East Carbon, Green River, and Castle Dale. Pro Rehab is a locally owned and ran company. Call Pro Rehab at 435-381-5100 and begin your road to healing. At Pro Rehab, you'll find a well-rounded staff and physical therapists that specialize in general orthopedic, physical therapy, and treat full service. You could say Pro Rehab is first in therapy and first in fitness. Call them today at 435-381-5100. Pro Rehab is a proud sponsor of Emery High and USU Eastern Athletics.
Hello, boys and girls.
Need a sports fix? Tune in to KOAL AM 750 and 103.9 FM, the home of Drive Time Sports with Jordan Buscarini from 4 to 5 p.m. and Sports Byline with Ron Barr from 8 through 11 p.m. Monday through Friday. KOAL is also the play-by-play home of Emery High, USU Eastern, Utah Jazz, Utah Utes, and NASCAR Sprint Cup Series Racing. KOAL News, talk, sports in Eastern Utah.
Hi, this is Gus, owner of the Price Auto Group. Our style has never been to make the most noise, beat our drums the loudest. When it comes to pre-owned vehicles, we prefer to simply make the best deals in town. That means we first carefully select only the cream of the crop to offer you. Honesty, excellence, and accommodation. That's our goal, and I believe we meet it every day. Here at the Price Auto Group, we treat you like family so you become customers for life. Price Auto Group, your family, your friends, and still your community motors.
It's the Halftime Report with Jordan Buscarini.
31-27, the Parowan Rams right now on top of the Emery Spartan boys basketball team. Scout, we reached the midway point, tied at 16 in that opening quarter. Parowan outscores the Spartans 15-11 in the second. A lot of those points came right at the end with Murphy, the big fella, on the bench. Caleb Murphy, who we know is going to be a handful all game long, really limited production in that second quarter. In this contest, he's 5 of 6 from the field. He has 11 points. And again, that's with very limited action in the second quarter.
Yeah, he didn't play very much there. The thing is, I thought that they would struggle with is that they run everything through him. But what you saw is a little different approach by that that team without him in there. Rowley came in and did a nice job for the Spartans, for the Rams. Finished up right there at the end with a nice little, 6-8 footer, but he's been a solid ball player. So they've got athletes up and down their roster as well. So, it's been a good hard fought battle. Spartans made a couple of runs. The Rams ended on top.
Price Auto Group halftime show here on AM 750 and 103.9 FM. Leading scorer for the Emery Spartans, Dylan Wilstead. He's 4 of 6 from the field, 1 of 1 from downtown. He's got 10 points, got 10 hard-earned points because he's been taking it hard to the basket. There's been a lot of contact. He's ended up on the deck more than once.
Yeah, he played really well. Made a couple of these decisions right at the end, kind of forced 2 of them, but resulted in turnovers. I think Coach Sheff, we could even hear him from here, Coach Sheff saying, hey, we need better spacing. And I thought that was definitely the case there at the end. So I think they get that thing spaced out a little bit and give Dylan some space. He'll continue to produce.
McLean has 5 points, Bailey Famalo with 4, and also Bo Roundy with 4. Here's the glaring stat in the first half. 6 offensive rebounds for Parowan, only 1 for Emery. Second chance points have definitely been huge for the Rams.
Yeah, 4 points for Famalo's not enough either. Really, as this team goes, a lot of things run through him. So,
taking a look at some of the top performers for Parowan, Justice Walker has 8 points. He's proven the ability to get to the foul line. He's 6 of 6 at the charity stripe. How huge is that when you have somebody that can really carry the offense when you're struggling in spurts at the foul line? We've seen it last night in the USU Eastern basketball contest. I think we've seen it a little bit in that South Summit game. Bailey had the ability to get to the foul line in the first half. So, Scott, anytime you have somebody that can create contact, sell it, that's what it's all about on the offensive side of the ball. It'll push the offense a little bit.
Justice Walker stands about 5'10", 5'11", maybe, plays post, and so everybody wants to block his shot. I think that probably plays a role on how many foul shots he gets to, because he is a high flyer.
It's 31-27 right now. The Emery Spartans trailing Parowan. We'll head to the third quarter.
All right, if you're thinking about getting a new truck, you're probably thinking about fuel economy. Well, you're going to want some torque to go with it, because unless you're using your truck to deliver pizzas, you ain't getting anything done without it. Torque is power. It pulls trailers, hauls dirt, drags boulders. Torque is what gets the cap off your beer. And only the Ford F-150 with EcoBoost has the best combination of torque and fuel economy. Think about that. Introducing the new 2013 F-150.
When only the best will do. Price Auto Group.
With 32 years of dedicated service under his belt, Carbonwood Classics owner Doug Pincock knows a thing or two about cabinets. Go to Carbonwood Classics on 47 North, 100 West in Price for quality custom kitchen cabinets, bathroom vanities, entertainment centers, closet organizers, and a variety of countertop choices. In the words of Thomas Jefferson, the bitterness of poor quality lasts long after the sweetness of low price is gone.
Who has been a sharpshooter all year, Scott, but he's turned into a defensive specialist over the weekend.
I think they played really well in that. A lot of times you play that box and one, you leave yourself susceptible to some things, and I think this in general, they've almost played better in that and given up. I think the shots that have been scored have been harder earned.
Parowan, they counter with Jacob Smith, Jake Topham, Colton Barton, Caleb Murphy, and Justice Walker out on the bench, or out on the court rather. Famalo drives hard to the hole, shot up, no good, and the rebound grabbed by Topham. He forces it up to Jacob Smith. Smith, right side wing, kills his dribble, goes top of the key to Topham. Topham right back to Smith. The Spartans go back to the box and one, diamond set on Murphy. It's all red. And that time, McLean did a great job of sealing Murphy close enough under the hoop to where Drexler could grab the rebound. Opportunity for the Spartans here to chop into the lead. You don't have to get a rebound over the top of Murphy. Seal him off a little bit, Scott, and that's what he did.
Yeah, nice job by All Red. Gavin real active on the boards too, kind of tipped that one away.
45 seconds gone by in the third quarter. Wilstead goes down low to McDermott. McDermott turnaround. Up on the baseline, no good, but he does draw the foul. 2 shots coming. This one called against Justice Walker.
Gavin rarely goes to the backboard, but that's the perfect spot right there. Turn into your left. Just go up with some force. Put it off the back. Put it off the backboard. Got a lot better chance of converting that.
McDermott knocks down the first shot. 31-28. Emery down by 3. Wilstead moves into the backcourt. He's all by himself waiting. It's a Parowan team that can get out and run. Famalo now will join him. Second shot for McDermott is up. It's no good off of the back iron. Rebound grabbed down low by Walker. Walker gives it up left side to Smith. Smith into the corner. Feed it in immediately down low to Murphy. Murphy wrapped up and a jump ball called. Possession arrow in favor of Parowan.
That's a good job, McLean, really fighting back in there. Got his hands on it. Drexler was strong, not letting him roll right to the basket. That was a good combination from the Cousins.
Well, referees let him play a little bit. There was a lot of contact down low. If you're a Parowan fan, you're crying foul, definitely. Shot up at the rim, good. Justice Walker once again. He comes in off of the right baseline. It's 33-28. Largest lead of the game now for the Parowan Rams. Famalo between the legs, hands it off to Allred, who goes right back to Bailey. Bailey left side elbow, slick bounce pass to McDermott. In the paint, up and in for two. Bailey, Famalo. Would you see the eye contact there between Gavin and Bailey?
Yeah, that's this perfect pass, perfect combination.
33-30, Parowan up. Holding is Borton. Brings it near side to Smith. Smith gets it to Walker, 16 feet away, kicks it back out. Smith goes right back to Walker. Walker at the rim, foul and one. And we've talked a lot about Caleb Murphy, but give some credit to Justice Walker. He's a ball player.
Well, and it's creating a lot more space with that diamond because he's getting it from the top, and he can just explode. I mean, he's a slasher, and he explodes to the basket.
And one for Walker is up, and he misses it short. McDermott flies in for the rebound. Famalo brings it up.
It's nice to have those special skills.
Oh,
have
yeah.
a 40-inch vertical sure changes the game.
Famalo tried to go to McDermott. Pass was a little high. It's picked up by Borton. He goes coast to coast. Allred with a swat. Oh, McLean Allred trailing right down the lane and timed it perfectly to poke that ball out of bounds midair. Love a good defensive play.
Yeah, really good. You know, didn't foul, waited for the ball to get up.
Out the inbounds pass. Stolen by Famalo. Leads it up to Wilstead. He finishes at the rim. Horrible inbounds pass that time, right into the hands of Bailey, who just lofted it up to Wilstead. Smith goes down low to Walker, being guarded by Tanner. Kicks it out to Smith. Smith wants to penetrate. Drives hard. Shot at the rim, no good. Drexler with the rebound. Gives it off to Bailey. Bailey does not have the numbers. The 2-on-3. He slows it up, gives it to Dillon. Dillon kicks into high gear, drives to the hole, has the ball stripped out of bounds. Spartans will keep it with 5:35 left in the third. The Rams have got to go to the bench. Walker will come out of the game. Brennan Rowley will come in.
He's got a bloody nose, I think.
Try to get him a cotton swab to put it down low. Gavin with a spin move on the baseline, goes right at Rowley. It's been a fun matchup today as well.
Yeah, that's some good basketball.
It's 35-34, Parowan by one. Into the corner. Three ball for Barton, no good. Tanner with another rebound, that one long off of the back iron. He hands it off to Famalo. Bailey now pauses at half court. Spin move in the paint. Tough shot, no good. This one's short. Wow, Topham tried to kick it in transition to Smith.
Is Bailey a little tired? I mean, are you seeing some fatigue in that?
Maybe a little bit. You know, Bailey has been really the victim of a lot of man-to-man full court pressure throughout the weekend. We've seen a lot of physical play.
Physical, athletic kids.
Right. And hey, it's only natural for that to start to take its toll. Wilstead kicks it out to Allred. Three ball on the way, no good short.
It looked good, I thought. Boom.
Long rebound to Murphy, who gives it off to Barton. Barton runs it, finds Smith in the corner. Quick pass on the low block. Now a kick out once again. 15-footer up, good. That's Topham. Makes it 37-34. Bailey holding. He comes into the corner to Allred, lofts one into McDermott. McDermott, one-hand hook right over the top of Murphy.
How does he go get that? He looks like there's nothing there. He's fronted and backed. He goes up and gets the ball.
Opposite end. Quick 2 points for Brennan Rowley. Spartans want to roll back into transition. Wilstead gets 15 feet away, kills it, gives it off to McDermott. You know, to answer the question, how does Gavin go up and get it? I don't know. I've been trying to figure it out since football, Scott. I don't know how many times I said that in the broadcast booth in football. How does he go up and grab that?
I don't know. That play had it.
Bailey drives, was stripped from behind. Ball goes out of bounds. Spartans will keep it with 3:46 left to play in the third.
That catch he had at Union's got to be one of the best all time.
It was one of the greatest catches I've ever seen at any level in the broadcast booth. It was absolutely phenomenal. Famalo, long distance three ball, no good. Rebound down low by Rowley. He throws it out of bounds as he was falling out on the baseline.
I think they had some beef on that one. The Parowan faithful, not too happy.
There's been a lot of contact. And they've
let
it go.
And they've allowed it.
Yeah, they've been consistent with it. Emery trailing right now 39-36 with 3.5 to play in the third. Wilstead with a spin move in the paint. Foul! Can't get the and one. It was halfway down. So now Dillon will have an opportunity to chip this lead down to one. I will say this as far as the crowd goes. Not nearly as animated in the consolation brackets as they are in the actual tournament games, right?
Yeah, that's true.
Dillon knocks down the first. Boy, we watched a lot of basketball here at the Sevier Valley Center over the weekend, and there are some schools that have some rowdy fans, to say the least. That's what it's all about. You got to get a. We did see one fan tossed yesterday, I believe, from Gunnison, right?
That's true.
Yeah, that's when you cross the line. Wilstead knocks down a pair at the charity stripe. The lead is back down to one. 3:25 left to play in the third, 39-38. Borton brings it around straight away. Spin move, stripped by McDermott, and then stolen by Wilstead. It's a 2-on-4. Numbers favor Parowan, so Wilstead slows it up. Being guarded closely. Bailey being guarded by Topham. Goes back over to Wilstead. Wilstead drives, huge jump stop in the paint, puts it up and in. You can't stop that.
Just lets everybody just fly on by.
Right now for the Rams, they have Adams and Borton along the perimeter along with Topham. Very athletic. Here's a three ball up and in. And that's Borton with a long tray. That perimeter play that we were just talking about with Rowley and Murphy down low. It's a tough group out there right now. Famalo in the corner, kicks it up to Wilstead, top of the key. They ruled out a two, making it 42-40. Dillon drives, shot at the rim, no good. Rebound by McDermott. He draws the foul on Murphy. Shots coming for Gavin once again at the foul line. You know, one thing that works in Gavin's favor, I don't care about the size. I don't care about height in basketball. I really don't. I think it's nothing more than a number, and Gavin has given up inches all year long down low. That works to his advantage down low going up against the big 6'4", 6'5" guys because he does take a beating.
Yeah. And, and you're going to get that call. But he's always, it seems like a lot of especially where we go to the hole so much, Bailey and Dillon, a lot of those balls come off soft, and they have to come over to try and stop that, and then he cleans up the garbage well, and he's such a quick jumper. He's right back up in people.
Gavin knocks down one of two. Nilsson comes in to replace Famalo. And for the Rams, Justice Walker checks in for Murphy. And an immediate turnover for the Rams on that offensive set. Topham threw it out of bounds. And now Bo Roundy will come into the game. Drexler Tanner goes to the pine. 42-41. Emery down by one with 2:10 left to play in the third quarter. You get a look at Ridge Nilsson, distributing point guard.
It's not very often Bailey's off the floor.
No. McDermott in the paint, turnaround, hook, no good, rebound. Grabbed by Walker and a reach-in called against McDermott. So we have Murphy with 3 fouls. If I'm not mistaken, that's second on Gavin. Got a minute 56 left in the third quarter. Close ball game.
It's nice to take a shot when you have a shot. you know what I mean, as far as on a steal or something.
Yeah, with the ball, Adams.
Back to the lineup that was very effective.
Adams with the ball, nearly turned it over, able to recover, drives with a bounce pass inside, tried to feed it round, he poked it away, falls into the sure hands of Rowley, and he knocks down a 14-footer.
Rowley's played, he's played well.
He's probably outplayed Murphy, to be honest with you, on both sides of the ball. McDermott tried to drive, was stripped, able to come back down with it, kicks it out to Ridge, now to Dillon. Dillon pump fake, drives hard, Wilstead at the rim, blocking foul and one. Wilstead with a beautiful move, cuts it to a 1-point game, has a chance to tie it.
Yeah, nice take right there. That one was closer than some, I thought.
His back heel was in the restricted area.
Yeah. Do you think they watch that? You think these high school refs
I think
aren't
it mentally,
accustomed?
absolutely.
Okay.
I definitely
agree
think
with
so.
that.
I mean, we've talked about it all year. Now that we see it, it's always apparent. It catches my
Yeah,
attention,
yeah.
and I think it's the same for the officials. Wilstead knocks it down, makes it 44-44, tie ball game. Full court pressure being applied here by the Spartans. In a 2-2-1 trap, and now the Rams are able to break it. Far side baseline, Rowley one-hander, no good. Rebound down low by Walker. Waving it off. What do we have? Foul on Gavin. With a hold, that's 3 now on McDermott.
I think he's surprised. I mean, I think he's surprised by
the athleticism of the Parowan team.
Yeah, well, especially
Walker and Rowley.
Yeah.
Parowan ball, under a minute left here in the third quarter. Driving in. Topham tried to hand it off. It was poked out of bounds. Parowan will keep possession. 55.2 left in the third.
It's a close one.
Yeah, it's been
55
fun.
seconds here, still tied.
Another poor inbounds pass. This time Rowley's able to recover. Tripped up, late whistle, and Rowley will go to the line to shoot 2.
I think if McLean doesn't swipe at that, I think they still let that one go
Maybe.
because he's getting his feet tangled up.
It was a late whistle to begin with. 44 all, Rowley to the foul line to shoot with 52.3 left here in the third quarter. Rowley's shot is up and in. It's at 45-44. Parowan will go back to the bench. Jacob Smith checks in. Jake Topham goes to the bench.
Tell Topham, they're a great football player.
Yeah.
Strong, athletic.
Shot is up, no good. He gets 1 of 2, so the Spartans have the opportunity to take the lead. McDermott grabs the rebound and hands it off now to Ridge Nielsen. Ridge directing, being face guarded by Smith. Goes to the left, gets it to Allred. Corner 3 on the way, short. Rebound grabbed by Smith, nearly lost it. Bo may have gotten away with a foul. Bumped heads, a little contact. .27 seconds left.
They ran that little low post. Same point. Well, he called it 14 low last time. We'll see if it's just a fake number.
10 seconds, 9 seconds left for the Rams. A bounce pass inside. They kick it out. 3 ball for Adams. It's in. 48-44. Emery's got to move quickly. Ridge Nielsen, half-court heave of the buzzer. Almost in. And so we go to the 4th and final quarter of the season. It's 48-44. Emery trailing Parowan.
A Carbon County native, Dr. Nicholas Hansen has come back to our community, offering his expertise in family medicine. Dr. Hansen received his medical degree at the University of Utah and completed his residency in San Antonio, Texas. He brings with him a compassionate nature and strong family values. Dr. Hansen is board certified in family medicine and open to patients of all ages, including pediatrics. Dr. Hansen offers pediatric school physicals, sports physicals, well child exams, as well as newborn care. Dr. Hansen is now welcoming new patients. Call 435-637-2300 to schedule your appointment today. Magnuson Lumber in Castledale has everything for contractors and do-it-yourselfers alike. From roofing, plumbing, electrical, and a complete line of DeVoe paints, Magnuson Lumber either has it in stock or can get it quickly with your choice of home delivery. Don't forget to check out Magnuson's selection of home decor with everything from vases, mirrors, and everything else to decorate your home. Call 381-2574 or visit Magnuson Lumber at 495 East Main Street in Castledale.
And for an appointment today.
You're listening to Emery Spartan Basketball on KOAL, AM 750 and 103.9 FM.
Final 8 minutes of regulation. Emery right now on a 4-point hole, 48-44. The two teams played to an exact tie in that quarter.
It's been, and what was it after one?
16-16.
Yeah, so just that second quarter.
And that second quarter, we were tied with about 30 seconds to play, and then we had Parowan with a mini run. We have a timeout on the court right now. There's some blood in the paint. That cleaned up, and now we're good to go.
It's been a nice venue.
It has. Severe Valley Center is always a great place to hold the two-way tournament. It was fun last year, too, with the
I
Centrum.
like it, Cedar.
Yep.
Yeah.
It was good. McDermott down low, goes to Roundy. Roundy fouled from behind. Out of that break, the Spartans go with Wilstead and Famalo in the backcourt, with McLean at the 3, Gavin at the 4, and you got Bo at the 5. You know, Gavin, I don't know that he looks more comfortable at the 4, but it fits him better, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Gavin floats it into Famalo in the paint. Bailey goes up. I think he got swacked on the forearm.
Got to go to the backboard on that.
The shot was no good, and now the Rams will go the other way. Definitely should have been 2 foul shots for Bailey. For the ball, Barton gets it into the corner. Topham drives baseline. Lost it, picked up by Wilstead. Wilstead pushes it up. Dillon crosses over. Tried to get the paint, nothing there. Nearly 1 minute gone by already here in the fourth quarter. Dillon drives, shot at the rim, up and in for 2. Spartans back within 2, 48-46, Parowan, 7:10 left. Rams holding. Try to kick it out up top, and Wilstead was called for a reach-in on Rowley.
Parowan's been out, they've been crying for it because Dillon's kind of had that extra gear, played very aggressively.
Well, they get that one. 6:58 left in the game, 48-46. 3 ball on the way. That time Barton was off the mark. Putback is no good by Murphy. And the rebound to Bo Roundy. Roundy gives it to Bailey. Bailey crosses half court. Being guarded by Topham. Bailey just gives it up to Wilstead. Wilstead's going to hold. I think both teams need to catch their breath a little. It's been a long weekend. Dillon drives, hard, shot no good at the rim, rebound by McDermott. McDermott, put back, it's off the mark. Bailey flies in for the rebound, excellent hustle. Gavin threw a shot up thinking he'd get fouled with some contact, didn't get the whistle. Shot was an air ball and it's grabbed by Rowley. Officials let that one go. Gavin was hammered.
Yeah.
Parowan set to go back to the bench. Jacob Smith at the scores table.
Yeah, I think people are tired. Third day.
Yeah. 15-footer, no good. Barton on the miss. Murphy tried to save it out of bounds, and he stepped on the sidelines. You know, the one thing I like about Parowan, they haven't really said too much to the officials.
No.
Emery never does either, so it's been kind of enjoyable to see two teams just play the game.
Yep. Yeah, I don't like whining.
No, and you never see it from Emery. We've seen it from a couple of schools this weekend, but not Parowan. Famalo drives in and gets fouled. They rule it on a shot?
Yep.
Ooh. Catching a break there. I thought Bailey was fouled up top at the top of the key.
Yeah, I thought it was early as well. Their coach has got to be on the ground.
Bailey's first foul shot is up, and it's no good. Got one more coming his way. Can chop this deficit to 1 point. Shot is up. Got the roll on that one. 48-47. Parowan down by 1. What a way to end the season. What a tight game throughout. Yep.
Emery lost to Parowan earlier in the year.
Here at the Severe Valley Center, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
What's Dillon doing?
Wilstead was called for a foul. The referee had some words for him. This referee is extremely vocal. Now he's calling Wilstead over to talk to him. It's the same referee that gave the warning to Bailey at the beginning of the game. First shot is up and in by Smith. I don't know that there was any ill intent with what Wilstead did.
Very, very physical, but he went for the ball.
It was a hard foul. And again, that's the thing that I mentioned during the girls' game. Anytime there is hard contact, people want a flagrant foul or they think it was intentional. You know, you're taught to make sure they don't get the and one off, and that's what Wilstead did. 49-47, Emery back with the ball. McDermott drives in, called for the charge. Excellent play, that time by Rowley in the paint. And so the ball goes back over to Parowan, and the momentum has definitely shifted here over the last minute or so.
Yeah. You have to be careful giving Gavin the ball too far away because he's gonna take it.
It's 5 charges on Gavin this weekend, Scott. I've kept
Yeah.
count. 5 in 3 games.
And he didn't get, yeah.
Now the Rams working the ball around the perimeter. Jacob Smith goes around the moving pick set by Rowley.
Yeah.
Into the corner, 3 ball up and in. Huge trade that time by Colton Barton. Emery tries to move it quickly down court. Wilstead to Famalo. Quick swing into the perimeter. Allred goes back to Bailey. Bailey drives. Foul called on the ground. Doesn't matter. It'll be a 1-and-1 situation for Famalo. 17th foul against Parowan. Fouls have been dead even, 7 apiece. Spartans want to take a timeout.
That was a nice dish to Gavin. We probably would have rather have that.
Full time out of the court. We'll take it as well. 4:44 left here in the fourth quarter. 52-40.
That son of yours, the daredevil, he's always on that motorcycle like some kind of juvenile delinquent. When is he going to grow up? He says, I know, Ma, it's too much fun. Well, I have been on that motorcycle. It is not fun.
Some people want more out of life, and we insure the things that make more possible. Safeco Insurance.
Trying to play video games with slow internet? It's like game over, man. But now there's extreme internet from Emery Telecom. With consistent 20 and 40 meg download speeds, Extreme delivers the gaming edge that blows the competition away. No matter how many devices you have online, Extreme is reliable, secure, and backed by local customer service and tech support. When fast isn't fast enough, go Extreme. Call or click emerytelcom.com today.
You will fulfill your dream of getting the education that will change your life. Stop by the campus or call us at 888-202-8783. USU Eastern, the power to change for good.
You're listening to Emery Spartans basketball on KOAL, AM 750 and 103.9 FM.
Famalo with the line, shooting the front end of the 1-and-1. It rolls all the way around the rim and finally drops in, so Bailey will get one more.
Those are big. They need that. 4:44 left, down by 5.
Bailey pops them both through. Lead is down to 3, 52-49. So the Spartans can get some stops defensively. Ball right now, Wilstead. Face guarding Jacob Smith. Smith drives in, puts up a runner. It's no good. We just had some confetti fall from the rafters and onto the floor. Wilstead crosses over, gets to the paint, gives it off to Allred, now to Famalo at the top of the key. Bailey steps back to direct traffic. Feed it off to Wilstead. Dangerous pass. Wilstead goes and gets it. He's on the right side wing. Drives in. Stripped from behind. Beautiful defensive effort once again by Barton. Barton has been huge here in the second half. And now we have a timeout taken.
Hit that big 3 just a minute ago, and then a big steal right there.
30-second timeout. Let's keep it here. 4:03 left to play.
Hi, I'm Mikat Hodges, your customer service representative, and I am your local advantage.
Mike Barker, plant maintenance and repair.
I'm Micah Iverson, Director of Broadcast Operations for ETV Channel 10.
We are your local advantage.
We are your local advantage.
We are your local advantage.
Emery Telecom, your neighbors serving you by providing convenient local customer service centers where you need them in Price, Orangeville, and Moab. Emery Telecom, your local advantage.
Midway through this final quarter, here in the 5th place consolation bracket.
See what they can do. 4 minutes left in the season.
Inbounding from the side. It's Jake Topham. He gets it into Smith. Smith being guarded by Wilstead. Wilstead
Haven't
follows
played a lot
him.
of man-to-man this year. We'll see
how it works out.
Yeah.
Falling out of that 2-3 or the diamond. And final 3:45. Yeah, why not? Let's go man. This time Rowley cuts it right in half. 54-49. Bailey running the point, coast to coast, at the rim, finishes. Famalo got down the court in no time, and he got an easy 2-point basket right back at the Rams. 3:25 left, 54-51 Emery. Borton on the foul line. Steps in, 13-footer. It's no good. Rebound down low by Murphy. Another offensive board for the Rams. Tries to kick it out. Wilstead picks it off. Dillon to the rim. Finishes nicely. Boy, he faked Smith out of his shoes that time. And it's 54-53. Emery back within one. Final 3 minutes of this ball game. And we have a great one here. Jacob Smith guarded by Wilstead. Tries a bounce pass to Murphy inside. Murphy over the top of Roundy for two.
It's a big body. Murphy's a big body to try and front.
He got past McDermott, and then he got past Roundy. And he made it 56-53. Famalo goes around the pick by McDermott. McDermott now 15 feet away, drives off of the glass. Good! Gavin for two. And the lead is down to one. Scott, final 2.5 minutes of the regular season, of the season in general.
It's going tight.
It's going tight, and everybody is giving it their all.
Intensity's picked up, too.
Borton crosses over on Famalo. Hands the ball off to Topham. Topham guarded closely by McLean. Now we have Rowley. He's 17 feet away on Roundy. Steps in. Floater, no good.
Oh.
Rebound by Borton again. This kid is all over the court right now for the Rams.
He's making all the big shots, isn't he?
To Rowley with a bounce pass down low to Murphy. Murphy goes up and a foul called. Gavin trying to play physical. Murphy wants a flagrant foul on that.
Hey, he had all ball. I mean, he had a lot of ball. He had an arm, but I mean, he's just all.
A flagrant foul, if it's not a play on the ball, it's a flagrant foul. Again, it's just the mentality in sports today that a hard foul is a flagrant foul. Not if it's a play on the ball, and that's what Gavin did. There was no ill intent behind that whatsoever. Ridge Nilsson will come into the game.
Was that call on McLean? Oh, no.
Oh, it's on Gavin. That's 5 on Gavin's.
Yeah. Was that a great year?
So Gavin's season comes to a close here for the Spartans. I was unaware that was his 5th foul. I didn't think they called it on him.
Yeah.
So the Spartans go to the bench. Ridge Nilsson checks in. Front end for Murphy is good. It's a 2-point game. So now the Spartans, without their main postman down low, got a small lineup in the contest right now. We have Allred, along with Drexler in the game, Bailey, Ridge, and Wilstead. Second foul shot's no good, and a reach-in foul called. This one goes against Topham. And that's a 1-and-1 situation now for the Spartans, and McLean will go to the foul line.
Don't see him at the foul line very
often.
often.
No, I was just thinking about that.
It's like,
I think a lot of it has to do with the fact that on offense, he launches.
Yeah.
And that's his role. That's his job.
And usually when he's at the hoop, it's in the open court.
Yeah. So a rare appearance at the foul line for McLean Allred. We could use these. 18 fouls apiece, so it's 1-and-1. McLean takes a dribble, shot up, missed it long. Rebound by Murphy. Ridge went up and challenged Murphy. But with under 2 minutes to play, it's still a 2-point game for the Rams. Far side Smith drives in, lost it from behind. Shoo, I thought that was going to be Emery basketball. I thought Ridge poked it out, but at the same time, I thought for sure Smith did, yeah. Minute 45 left. Murphy down low. Tough shot. Beautiful defense by Drexler Tanner. May have gotten away with a push, but he's playing physical down low. Minute 38 left in the contest. 57-55. Emery down by 2. Corner 3 for Allred. And McLean from downtown. And Coach Jeffs will take a timeout. McLean Allred
misses 2 foul shots. It's a big 3.
And it's 58-57. Full timeout taken by the Spartans. We got 89 seconds
left. If
left.
you're thinking about getting a new truck, you're probably thinking about fuel economy. Well, you're going to want some torque to go with it. Because unless you're using your truck to deliver pizzas, you ain't getting anything done without it. Torque is power. It pulls trailers, hauls dirt, drags boulders. Torque is what gets the cap off your beer. And only the Ford F-150 with EcoBoost has the best combination of torque and fuel economy. Think about that. Introducing the new 2013 F-150.
When only the best will do. Price Auto Group.
With 32 years of dedicated service under his belt, Carbonwood Classics owner Doug Pincock knows a thing or two about cabinets. Go to Carbonwood Classics on 47 North, 100 West in Price for quality custom kitchen cabinets bathroom vanities, entertainment centers, closet organizers, and a variety of countertop choices. In the words of Thomas Jefferson, the bitterness of poor quality lasts long after the sweetness of low price is gone.
You know, McLean's had some odd defensive assignments, hasn't he, throughout the year? I mean,
he has.
Here he is against Rowley, gives up a lot of length.
Rams come out. They'll go with Topham, Borton, Smith, Murphy, and Rowley. Topham inbounds it, gets it into Borton. Minute 25 on the clock as Borton crosses midcourt. Sporting's up by 1. Pickpocketed by Famalo. Full head of steam, nobody in front of him. Bailey finishes at the rim for 2. It's 60-57. Sporting's up by 3. 70 seconds left in regulation.
Boy, picked 2 great times for huge plays.
Oh, buddy. Emery playing great basketball. Smith holding on the left elbow. Nilsson sticks with him. Smith kills the dribble. Goes down low to Murphy, and they call a reach-in touch foul on Drexler.
Wow, that's a big play from what they've let go.
Oh, my goodness. You ask for consistency, and I know, hey, Murphy's been getting hammered down low, and I'll give it to him, but...
No.
So now Ridge will come out of the ball game. Bo Roundy checks in. A little bit more size now for the Spartans as Jacob Murphy's at the foul line. Traditionally a great foul shooter.
It's 1-1. They didn't even put anybody in there.
Front end of the 1-1 is up. It's no good. Roundy gets the rebound with ease. You mentioned it.
Isn't that weird?
Yeah. More concerned with the transition game for the Spartans.
When we're up, I don't understand it.
Wilstead with the ball, and he's going to take a timeout. He's yelling for a timeout, and the officials didn't give it to him. Bailey has to run up to the official and take it. Timeout with 40 seconds left. It's 60-57. Timeout by the Spartans. It's a full timeout, Scott, at this particular time right now.
This is Justin. He's getting some help for his dog. At Rocky Mountain Power, we think working together is the best way to find answers. It's vital to providing power 24/7. Working together as a company, we produce and deliver electricity the instant you need it. And that's an answer as dependable as your best friend.
Find out more about our customer service guarantees at RockyMountainPower.net.
Before leaving on your next trip, stop off at BK Stop and Shop in Huntington for everything you need on your drive. Grab some fresh fried or baked favorites and choose from an array of beverage selections. Find yourself late at work and need dinner quick? Grab a BK's exclusive pre-made dinner and simply heat and serve. Don't forget to grab a free 32-ounce fountain drink when you fill up with 8 gallons or more of fuel and get a stamp on a BK's frequent fueler card toward a free pizza. BK's, quick, delicious,
and the
and
two
local.
that you have down low on the low block, it's Drexler and it's Bo.
Yeah.
So here we go out of the timeout. Spartans go with Nielsen, Famalo, Wilstead. Also have Tanner in the ball game and Bo Roundy for the Rams.
Haven't seen Walker for a while after being such a force.
He's into the ball game along with Murphy down low. You have Borton Smith and also Tristan Adams. Famalo in the backcourt, gonna hold it. Crosses the mid-stripe line with 33 on the game clock. Famalo goes over to Wilstead. Wilstead holding. Now back down to Bailey. Bailey cross-court to Ridge. Spartans are gonna run as much clock as possible. Cross-court passing. How long can you wait if you're Parowan to foul? Bailey back out to Ridge. Ridge to Wilstead. Cross-court to Bailey. 15 seconds. The Spartans doing a great job. Wilstead finally fouled. They took the clock all the way down to 13
That's
seconds.
Some great ball movement right there.
Side to side, really working it well. 13.7 left, and Wilstead will go to the line.
1-1.
It's a 1-1. He needs the first one to make it a 2-possession game. Huge shot coming up for Dillon. Shot is up, and it's in.
Oh, yeah, you expect him to hit that one, don't you? I mean, that kid wants the ball. I mean, since he's a sophomore, he's wanted the ball.
Never been afraid to take the big. No. Bo Roundy comes out of the ball game. McLean Allred will check back in. 13.7 left. Wilstead knocked down the biggie. That was the first of the 1-1. Second shot is up. Gets the roll. 62-57. Emery will take a 30-second timeout. Now you just stay away. You don't want to foul.
No, I mean, don't try and slow them up.
Right.
I mean, you don't want to let them get anything too quick and easy. Put it back on foul shooting, but you just stay in front, keep a cushion.
13.7 left in this one. Emery trailed for the majority of the second half. They took the lead with about, a minute 20 to go in the ball game?
Yep. Yeah, I mean, a big three. I mean, you miss the front end of a 1-and-1 with McLean. Get a stop, come back, hit the huge three. They come down, you're up by 1. Bailey uses those long arms, pickpockets.
And after McLean hits the three, the reaction from the Sporting bench. Tell me these consolation games don't matter, right?
Hey, kids love to compete.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the funnest time of the year, I think, for the lay student as well. Come down and have some fun.
There's the inbounds pass, 13 seconds left. Barton's got to go in a hurry. Gets to the baseline, kicks it out. 3-ball on the way. No good. Off of the back iron. Rebound down low by Walker. Tries to kick it out. Intercepted by Wilstead, and that'll do it. Emery ends the season with a big victory over Parowan, Scott. And you talked about how they lost to this team early on. Wilstead and Famalo share a moment at midcourt. And that's how the season comes to a close. 62-57.
One bad day.
That's it.
Thursday. It's not a good day for either of the Spartans.
Other than that, the Spartans played great basketball here at the Sevier Valley Center. And much like the Lady Spartans, they finished 5th place in the 2A ranks.
If you lose one game, that's the best you can do. They didn't roll over. They came back and they fought hard. 2 5th-place finishes. Been a fantastic year for girls and boys basketball at Emery High School.
Final score again, 62-57. We'll come back to wrap this up on the post-game show. Final post-game show of the season. Basketball in the local area has reached its end point. We'll be back right after this with a USU Eastern post-game show.
Hey.